Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for clicking on this video if you just came across it. Today we're going to be talking about different ways to invest your stimulus check. And just so we're clear, this is just my opinion. I'm not a consultant or financial advisor in any way, so you can take and leave what you like and what you don't like. This is just what I've learned from studying the best models, from what's happening recently, and just kind of predicting where to go from here. Now, first off, I don't think it's going to surprise you that the first way that you should invest your money is back into real estate in a smart way. Now, I know this check is only for $1,200, but if you were saving up for an investment property and you were just barely shy, or you were thinking about it but just didn't want to put that extra money forward, now you have $1,200 of free cash to go and invest into investment properties. And the best part is that it stimulates the economy as well, because now it gives people a place to stay. But it does need to be understood that what you do from here on with your investing into real estate needs to be very diligently sought after, and you need to make sure that your strategies of investing are correct and minimize as much risk as possible. Now, because of what our economic crisis is right now, we need to make sure that that risk is being minimized through different ways that are adaptable with our current circumstances. So for instance, a lot of people are going to be telling you now's not the time to invest because people aren't paying their rent. Now, while this might have some truth to it, there's still different ways to invest to ensure that we're minimizing risk as much as possible. And one of these ways is, now if you're going to invest into a property, look at the track record of the tenant that's already in the home. So what I mean by this is, make sure you're purchasing a home, first of all, that already has a tenant in it to reduce the risk of vacancies, but also going back, checking with the realtor and the last property owner to make sure that the tenant was making all their payments, to help minimize your risk of them not paying their monthly payments for rent or even vacating on you. Get a feel of what their situation is and where they're at. And that's why if you take these things into consideration and you work through these things properly and really do your research and think about what would work best, you can really reduce your risk as much as possible to make even safer investments. Now, the next thing you can do is invest into stocks. And I know there's a lot of controversy around this right now, and no one is exactly sure what to do. And the truth is, there's a lot of different opinions. No one can know what's going to happen to the market in the future. We do know that overall the market is going to rise again, and then it's going to fall again. And this happens over and over. We don't know exactly when that is going to happen though. So for this reason, a lot of different experts have given you different opinions, like whether or not you should invest back into the stock market, whether or not you should take everything out, whether or not you should invest into Bitcoin. And so for this, I would recommend that investing in stocks and even Bitcoin can be a smart thing if you're talking with a financial advisor. Now, this is important to talk about because different advisors are going to give you different opinions, and basically you need to go and do the research for yourself on what you feel is right. Now, nothing is clear-cut or guaranteed, otherwise everyone would be doing it. But the stock market can be used as a sort of bank account with higher return rates. And that's how I suggest that you should look at it, as just a savings account with higher rates of return that you should buy and hold for a very long time and not get rid of until you're ready to cash out way down the line. And the reason I bring this up is because everything in the market has dropped right now. All the stocks are a lot cheaper than they were before, and it's time to start building up the economy once again. So you should buy at a consistent rate always when investing in the stock market, but especially right now, you should look at it as everything is on sale. So keep buying at your consistent rate, but just know that you're getting a really great deal for these stocks. This can be a much better way when used properly to put your money somewhere instead of just keeping it in a savings account where it's earning 1% less or barely even over that. What I suggest is really do your research from the people that know what they're doing. And if you're really interested, read the book Unshakable by Tony Robbins. It talks about the way that Ray Dalio has created a formula for investing into stocks that has extremely high return rates and very little chances of failure. This would be a good formula to start off with and start modeling if you wanted to start looking into investing into stocks. Now, here's the last thing that I'm going to mention, and that I think could be the most important for investing your money, and that's investing your money in yourself. Now, there's multiple different ways you can do this, but people have things all over the place that have said they want to get stuff done, they don't have the money to do it, they don't have the time to do it. And now's a great opportunity to do that. You have $1,200 of free cash and a lot more time on your hands. What I suggest specifically is to go and invest in your personal development. This is a huge aspect of your life that gets overlooked time and time again by our society, but that I think should be considered the highest priority in our society. There's so much going on, and personal development is the only thing that we can look at to help determine how we react to events and stressors in our daily lives. And if that doesn't interest you, make sure that you're spending this money on small businesses to help stimulate their growth in the economy. And one more thing to look out for. We talked about it in the last video, but I want to make sure the bill that was passed for an extra $1,000 per employee, the EIDL platform, is going to be going live at some point. Now, we don't know if they're going to reload the page that we talked about last time, or if they're just going to keep going through the people that submitted last time they opened this. But what I do suggest is continue looking every day, because if they do open this, it is now going to be a much shorter window. It could be even something as small as a day to even half a day. So make sure you're checking that constantly. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and comment on this video if you have any questions or comments. And make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next week.